Hello, beauties. DL here with Intimate Sanctuary. Such a pleasure to design and spend precious time with you again. If this is our first encounter, I greet you with love. Welcome. This month, I participated in NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, where writers from all walks and all levels join as a community to individually write a novel in 1 month. Crazy town, I know. This month has been busy AF, but I still wanted to take the time to make sure I created a bullet journal setup for you. The novel I'm writing is a classic tale of forbidden love with southern charm. And the theme that came to me to complement this subject matter was the notebook. Unfortunately, I was not able to fit in a pop-up cover this month, but I thought it would be fun to recreate the infamous notebook used in the story. So let's get started. Here are the materials I used, but feel free to use whatever materials fit best for your creativity and or home. Getting started, trace the outline of your journal page with blue 160 GSM weight cardstock, trim down the middle, and trace along the other cardstock piece for your back cover. Then, cut the cardstock along the trace edges and glue it to your journal page with an extra strength glue stick or something similar that won't bleed through your journal page. Next, take a strip of brown construction paper, eye the width of the base page corner, and fold the strip in 4s based off that measurement. Cut the strip into 4 pieces and then trace the edge of the corner. Cut out one corner edge and use that as a template for the other 3 edges so there's extra brown construction paper in case it's needed. After the pieces are all cut out, glue on the corners with extra strength glue. Instead of cutting the edges, bend the corners and create that curved hardcover effect. Since the notebook has no other design to it, I kept it simple and wrote only the calendar on the bottom right corner. As I mentioned last month, there are no mistakes, just creative avenues to explore. I went all types of out of the lines here, but after playing a little, this creative avenue became oars. I was super excited. I mean, like legit super stoked when this happened. Play around with simple things like the border strip. Don't just stay in the lines, every pun intended, and see what unfolds. Have fun. Next, use Mod Podge over the entire cover. Make sure to apply horizontally so the lines go with the flow of the book base. Be light on the amount you use each time, but make sure it's completely covered. There will be a slight stiffness that makes the page stand upright, but the more you bend the cover and edges, the more flexible it will become. I played around with this glitter effect because I really wanted that look. Feel free to do this if you wish, but it's not required. Next, and only when the cover fully dries, trace the edges of the base with a blue Crayola super tip marker. I wish I had a number for you, but unfortunately Crayola does not number their super tips, which I wish they would. If any of you beautiful people work for them, please put in a request for me, okay? Thank you very much. Match your brown super tip marker with as close a complement in color as you can to your brown construction paper. That's the best I can give you for a number. As you do this, use wadded up tissue paper, and I mean the ones you use for your nose, not GIFs, okay? And go over the edge as soon as you finish each lining. Don't let it dry. You want to smooth the marker within the texture. Next, use Q-tips and Mod Podge to smooth over the corners and edges. Keep the Q-tip you use for the blue edges separate from the ones you use for the brown corners. Use another Q-tip to glue any edges you find during the process that are not fully glued to the journal page. Lastly, on the inside edge, apply Mod Podge vertically to create a spine effect. All in all, you create this awesome withered leather look. This was so much fun. I cannot wait to do the back cover, and bonus, I cannot wait to incorporate a back cover for last month's theme so that they can both be completed books. I'm very excited for that. If you are getting creative value out of this, go on and bang that like and subscribe button, and let's keep going, shall we? Let's get into the bullet journal setup for November. There are several fonts out there for the notebook logo, so this is the one that I chose. The font is OPTI Lagoon, but that's the letters alone. The loop is what makes this font so intriguing, but I ran into some issues which I'll explain once we get to an example. Be forewarned, adult content and spoilers are addressed throughout the weekly setup. I rate the following content PG-13. If you have not watched this incredible classic, do yourself a fave and grab some wine, some decadent cheese and crackers, possibly some grapes, and hopeless romantic loved ones, and fall in love with this beautiful love story. I also highly suggest checking out the book and audiobook. The audiobook is a beautiful production with music, and the book version I have has stills from the film. There's so much more detail, which I will be addressing within the bullet journal setup, and I hope it inspires you to check them out, because it is wonderful. You don't even have to buy a copy of the book or audiobook. Go out and support your local libraries. Don't forget about them. They're there for you as a resource. And check out the best app on the planet, Libby, for millions of free audiobooks courtesy of your local branch. Details in the description box below. Please check that out. It will benefit you greatly. And now for one of my favorite segments of the bullet journal setup, November's featured artist of the month, who is a dear friend and a genius of an artist, Nathan T-Bone Gregory. Not only is he the brains behind this gorgeous theme music, but he's known for his cinematography and filmmaking. He is a talented 2D, 3D artist, painter, animator, and CEO of Party Blimp Productions, a film company using cutting-edge advances of virtual productions and making cinematic dreams come true. Links and details in the description box below. Definitely check him out. It'll be one of the best things you do. And T-Bone, thank you for all you do and the artistic genius you share with the world. Love you, my love. Clean up. I'm going to paint the rowing scene here. I'm a huge advocate of using mixed media, so try out different ideas and see what unfolds when you work with different materials to create different art pieces. Have fun. That's what your book is there for, to explore. On to the monthly and task log. The box calendar style is great for design, but the goal here is to establish a system of applied daily habits, so I also included the log style from the bullet journal method. Here's the example of the logo loop I referred to earlier. I erased the design on the monthly log because I realized what I planned to do coloring wise and what I needed to do for your coloring companion conflicted. I lost a lot of time figuring out this creative avenue, but as I mentioned, December will be much more structured based. Cleanup, and there it is. I did go on and add calligraphy detail to the task log, but again, I was still trying to figure this out. You live and you learn, right? This month, I must admit, I did not track a thing. I simply completed work, and I am proud of myself for that, but my ultimate goal is to have a record of the things that I do, and that's what we're here to do together. Losing track happens when incorporating something new, but this month helped me to understand how design must come after the system is implemented. Call me hard-headed, but I couldn't just read about it. I could not just read the tip. I had to experience it for myself. December will be much more system-based, and then reincorporating design along the way. The mood tracker theme was inspired by Noah's 365 letters in a year or 24 letters in 2 years to Allie. I'll let you choose which one depending on whether you're a fan of the movie or the book/audiobook. I really enjoyed drawing this mood tracker. I did all sorts of letters. I even incorporated postcards, even though I'm sure Noah wrote only full-blown letters of poetry to Allie. It's a love story. I mean, come on, he had to, right? Make sure you tag me on Insta at Officially Intimate Sanctuary of either your own recreation or your coloring companion of this theme. Tag me in the picture so I don't miss seeing your beautiful design. I hope you are getting absolute creative value from this. If you are, go on and bang that like and subscribe button so that we can stay connected and continue to share creative genius together. All cleaned up. The Gratitude and NaNoWriMo spread is set up just like the bullet journal method monthly log. Even though NaNoWriMo is just for 1 month, I'd like to keep a log every month of what I do toward writing. So all of my writers out there, let me know if you would like to have a separate BuJo focused specifically on tracking your writing process. All right, beauties. So yesterday was the 30th of November, and in putting the final touches to this video, I somehow lost all of my voiceover for this portion on. So I am recording this on the first day of December, and as a result, I am taking this as a win that this just became my theme for November and December. So there we go for that. Oh, you guys, I appreciate your love and support and your patience. Okay, so the pen that I am using here, I love for all my drawings. They are the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens, and this one for the detail, I am using S as in Sam, and for the outline of the boxes is F as in Frank. This is one of my favorite scenes where Allie finally succumbs to Noah's courtship and they take that first stroll together. Their courtship in the book is quite different, but equally as beautiful and romantic. I truly appreciate the way the movie takes us through the journey of their young love affair, while the book centers around their reunion. It's very rare to be offered a full experience of a story divided between two mediums. I love that.
That was fun.
You want to dance with me?
Sure.
I love the way Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling portray Noah and Allie. Their chemistry is electrifying. And they also dated a little while after this movie, which I don't blame them on that. They had to give that energy between them a shot, right? Just saying.
You're a terrible singer.
I know.
But I like this song.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day.
I love these two. She actually teaches him how to dance in the book. How cute is that? Week 42 is dedicated to the famous Bird Beach scene and an introduction to Noah's beloved Windsor plantation. The current weekly layout I'm using is set up by priority, task, events, and then operations. You start with the 3 main priorities that must get done in the day first, followed by 3 to 5 tasks that can be addressed only when those first 3 priorities are completed. And lastly, you have your hours of operation. I'm going to play with this for a little while and see if it's a good fit, and then kind of go from there. Feel free to use a ruler to get those crisp lines for your boxes, but personally, I love the hand-drawn look. It's not for everyone, but I love the lines being as free-flowing as the drawings. The coloring companion layout will be a generic month and week layout with straight edges and the hand-drawn lines, so you can choose for yourself which version you prefer. I love this beach scene, and this moment is just so epic. I don't even know why it is. I mean, they're talking about birds. It's their chemistry. It's their chemistry. But I just love it. It is pure delish.
Don't do it.
Say I'm a bird.
Stop it. Stop it now. You're a bird.
I love this scene. Say you're a bird too.
Now say you're a bird too.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
I love this so much.
Okay. Windsor Plantation.
I want a white house with blue shutters and a room overlooking the river so I can paint.
I mean,
Okay.
look at the way he's looking at her. I'm such a hopeless romantic, you guys. I'm so messed up when it comes to roms. I'm so messed up. Such a magical night. And the night where a dream defined their love story. Allie and Noah share hopes, dreams, and desires. And then, unfortunately, they're forced to separate. Week 43 is inspired by dreams. If there's a dream in your heart and you pursue it with a balance of focus and flexibility, no matter how unbelievable it might seem, the universe will conspire for you to accomplish it. Noah had a dream of restoring Windsor Plantation, but he had no idea how it would happen, or honestly, even if it would happen.
I'm not gonna have nice things, fancy things. It's never gonna happen for me. It's not in the cards for me.
However, indescribable occurrences helped him along the way.
Here. I sold the house.
You sold the house?
Yep. Got to be out by the end of the month. Between that and your GI Bill, you ought to be able to get it now.
Get what?
Your dream house, the Windsor Plantation. It's a good thing. You should do it.
Love it.
Wait a second. You sell the house, where are you gonna live?
With you, dummy. What do you think? Somebody's got to help you fix it up.
There's so much more in the book about how Noah actually takes care of himself during his separation from Allie. Hollywood has a habit of glorifying self-abuse with the loss of great love, particularly with young love. And it's one of the reasons why love is so misunderstood and so misused in our society. In my humble opinion, the heartbeat of any lasting great love stems from the love and care we give to ourselves. That requires a commitment to self-mastery and the dreams placed on our heart. Only then do we step out of the way and allow life, allow love to fall into its proper place.
Oh, miss? I'm all better. Now, how's about that date?
Then, love has room to exceed our already limited expectations and create situations that would otherwise never occur.
Mama, look, the governor's coming.
You better. Let me see. Oh, boy.
I love it. These are the things that happen. There is no way that Noah could have forced Allie to come back to him. Every time he attempted to reach out to her, every time, it never worked out. More so in the book than the movie, he eventually let go. Or as I like to say, let go and let love. And focused on the only thing in his control, self-care. That's how it is in real life. When we try to make things happen on our own terms, it never works out or becomes what we expect. However, when we let go and let love and focus our attention on becoming our best self, miraculously, and when we least expect it, the results stretch far beyond anything we could ever imagine. In Noah's case, amongst all odds, it brought Allie home. This is an incredible tale, not just for the fresh-faced fancies of young love, but the elements of mature love that withstand the test of time. So I think it's very befitting that this spread showcases the last days of November and the beginning of December, because we are in the beginning of December. And in keeping with our dual holiday theme of the Notebook, we will be venturing into not only focusing on the system, but we will also focus on the latter part of the Notebook story, which is the 45 years of marriage that Noah and Allie share. And what's so great is that it's really described in the book, so it'll be more of a storytelling than an actual showing of the movie. So it works very well. Everything happens the way it's supposed to when we get out of the way and let love unfold. I love this movie so much because I feel like it depicts so beautifully the labor of love that is required for any dream, any desire to unfold. You guys, I am a testimony to the labor of love purely by this video alone, okay? Seriously. So whatever your dream is, whatever your desires, understand there is a labor, a real testing of your limits, past your limits labor that you must endure in order to understand your conviction for it and to believe in yourself past what you think you may be capable of in the current moment. It's to help you to become your best self so that you can truly unfold into your dreams and experience a life along with your dream that is better than you could ever imagine. You guys, it has been an awesome experience with you. Thank you so much for all of your love, support, and your patience as I got this video out. If you are watching this past the time that all of this craziness went down, I thank you for going through the journey of this full video with me. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you got creative value out of it. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. And I cannot wait to see you next week, where we will be going through the breakdown of the weekly and monthly layout. Also, the coloring companion for the Notebook, November and December, as well as October's Hocus Pocus coloring companion, will be available for purchase at intimatesanctuary.com December 22, 2022. You guys, I'm so in love with you. Thank you so much for being with me up until this point, and I will see you in the next video. Peace and love, beauties. Ciao.